That what she kept on hearing as she walked into the bathroom. Kelly enters the bathroom and the lights begin to flicker. Listen, listen. It got louder and louder as closer she got to the bathroom mirror. She touched the bathroom doorknob, not knowing it was cold to the touch. So cold that it hurt her hand by touching the doorknob itself. There it was again. This time it said her name louder this time, as if it knew her. Kelly, Kelly, listen, listen. She didn't know the doorknob left white strips of what looked like claw marks on the inside of her palm. She turns on the water faucet to wash her hand. The pain from the strips start to pulse as if each and every one of them was digging deeper into her hand. Slam! Out of nowhere, the bathroom door slammed shut real hard. In doing so, stared her. She quickly looked directly at the door, then looked down to see the water turning into ice. As it hit the frozen sink below, the room temperature dropped down to almost freezing temp. Lights flicker again and again. She looks around to see what's going on. Then she looked down at the sink once more time and proceed to calm herself down. Kelly splashed her face with little to no water that is coming out of the faucet right before turning into ice and not be able to see. She reaches out for the towel that is hanging right next to the bathroom mirror. Little did she know the towel has already moved farther away from her reach. In one bold, swift move, she grabbed the towel off the spare towel rack and dry off her face. Listen, Kelly, look at me. That is all she heard. She looked around again to make sure no one else was there with her. Her intuition tell her not to look directly at the mirror. Slowly, she turned her head to look at mirror. The walls of the bathroom start to crystallize with what looks like ice. Her heartbeat moved faster and faster while she looked at the mirror. Kelly, Kelly, why didn't you save me? The lights start to dimmer, which in turn making the room even darker than it already is. She looked closer into the mirror to see her reflection. Her reflection fade until it wasn't her reflection no more. Instead, it was someone else that looked just like her, but with a pale white face and dark black hair, almost covering her whole entire face with what looked like pieces of seaweed log in her hair. The girl is wearing a torn, watery dress. Kelly shiver and shake of not knowing what's going to happen next. The girl began to speak again. Kelly, Kelly, come closer to the mirror. She slowly, inch by inch, closer to the mirror against her will. She wants to scream out for help, but she can't do so because of the white water-ripe towel covering her lips. With her voice being muffled by the towel, and she close enough to touching the mirror with her forehead. Why didn't you try to save me? Tell me why. I thought we was best friends for life? As Kelly start to remember that what conspired on that faithful day, the night of graduation, she start to cry so much that her tears turn to a river of droplets falling from her eyes. Those same droplets freeze in midair before hitting the ground around her feet and shatter in the process. As more and more droplets shatter, filling up the room, making it harder for Kelly to move. The figure inside of the mirror reach out and caress Kelly's face at the same moment that Kelly herself stopped moving closer to the mirror. Kelly reached up in a blink of an eye to grab the figure's arm with both of her hands and pulled the girl out of the mirror. In doing so, Kelly fall hitting the ground with her right hand and arm. The figure herself doesn't fall to the ground, instead she lands directly onto her feet. As she stand there, she begin to move left to right, like to was moving with the waves from the sea. Kelly, why did you do that?